protocol hasn't been established, I wouldn't want to go there. I have 5 minutes to speak. I want to use all of it to speak directly to you about the opportunities in the Turks and Caicos. I am here to really give a broad overview, and the Premier will try to drill down a little deeper when he makes his presentation. 30 years ago, or thereabout, the TCI had a slogan that said, "The best kept secret in the Caribbean." So much so that my American friend had two parakeets. One was named Turks, and the other one was named what? With a question mark. No one knew where it was. Today, the Turks and Caicos, as a consequence of its welcoming business climate, has established itself as one of the Caribbean's premier investment destination with a new slogan, "The Turks and Caicos Islands, a beacon for investment." So whereas before no one knew where it was, now everyone wants to go there. Why Turks and Caicos? Turks and Caicos is strategically located within 1 hour and 25 minutes from the doorsteps of the world's richest country. It's known for its world-class financial services industry and a professional workforce within country and easily accessible from outside if necessary. Having undertaken a strategic review of the economy in 1992, the Turks and Caicos Islands established a one-stop inward investment agency, removing red tape and replacing it with a red carpet. That resulted in billions of dollars of new direct foreign investment, supported by huge investment by the Turks and Caicos government in infrastructure. Today we have a new government, and that new government is focused on a new red carpet. And the areas that we are specifically focusing on is tourism infrastructure, financial services, immigration, technology, and taxation. Success in any of these areas depend on our ability to continue to attract foreign direct investment. And so TCIG new investment policy is designed to incentivize inward investment in a way that it has not been done before. I'll start with tourism, since it is our engine of growth. Tourism is important to Turks and Caicos as it is to the rest of the region. TCIG is currently undertaking a $10+ million expansion to the Providenciales International Airport. We've recently invested $40 million on the aerodrome, and the next step is the development of a first-in-class modern terminal, the aim being to match the arrival experience to the high-end accommodation to which visitors have become accustomed. The plan is to double our airlift by 2020. There's something like 60+ international flights arriving at the Providenciales International Airport every week. As the economy shows signs of recovery, stalled projects are being restarted. The Premier will speak more directly to those. And new proposals are being received by Turks and Caicos Islands Government Investment Unit on a regular basis. The combined capacity of these projects will significantly increase room inventory and represents billions of dollars of new investment. With the opening of 2 state-of-the-art new hospitals, TCIG has expanded into the niche market of medical tourism, offering a wide range of medical and surgical services. TCIG has now also expanded into the area of educational tourism with 2 medical schools scheduled to be opened during the course of this year. It is important, infrastructure is extremely important, as someone mentioned earlier. It's a question of which comes first. We believe they should both come at the same time, and that has been the model that we've tried to work on in the past. In order to spread the benefit of tourism through the islands and to further diversify our economy, the government is actively canvassing expressions of interest from major port developers for the development of a major marine subsector based in South Caicos. The idea is the development of a facility or facilities for the handling of local cargo, transshipment, mega yacht marinas, and cruise operations. The port will be an anchor project to support what is a rather ambitious plan of the Turks and Caicos government, and that is to link the Caicos Islands through a spine road from South Caicos all the way down to Providenciales. I'd like to speak for a second on financial services. Turks and Caicos host a sophisticated, well-regulated, but small offshore financial services industry. However, we have every intention to expand our reach and compete for our share of this market. We are in favor of an open process in which the economic law of comparative advantage is allowed to operate. We also support transparency and fully subscribe to the OECD initiative against harmful taxation measures, and have signed and are currently negotiating dozens of tiers, including one with the United States of America. The Turks and Caicos Islands, while undertaking a range of services conveniently operated in offshore jurisdictions, we have developed a niche market in the subsector of captive insurance, that is, credit life insurance. Turks and Caicos Islands government is interested in becoming a major offshore financial center, but it has nothing to do with helping companies to reduce tax burdens and everything to do with facilitating trade and commerce to our advantage. We therefore welcome professionals to set up in TCI and help us develop products to facilitate legitimate international capital flows, such as international joint ventures. We believe these will help to sharpen the competition between banks to provide liquidity both locally and in nearby onshore markets, as well as a conduit for investing in emerging markets, particularly those immediately to the south of us. We are determined to develop an active yacht and aircraft registry as part of our offshore financial services offering, and are currently aggressively going after that business. TCI enjoys focus very shortly or one sentence on technology. The TCI enjoys a state-of-the-art technology. Telecommunication services across the chain of islands are of a very advanced standard. And of course we have today E.J. Saunders with us from Digicel, who is represented in the Turks and Caicos, but we also have Lime and Islandcom, and our services are top of the line, as I said, 4G, and we're trying to stay ahead of the curve as far as technology and communication is concerned. So for a small island, I would say that we already have a mature and well-established industry, and we are poised to diversify and increase the competition. I want to speak for a second on immigration, because this is very important for people who would be interested in investing in the Turks and Caicos. The TCI has a racially and culturally diverse population of just over 30,000. Accepting as it does that the population will have to increase significantly if it is to attract the skills and other resources necessary to realize its 2020 vision, Turks and Caicos Islands government is crafting an immigration policy reflective of the need to balance the legitimate expectations of TC Islanders and those of industry. Part of that plan is to have specific immigration protocols with large employers to ensure the transfer and security of skills needed to successfully operate businesses. Taxation, dirty word. Although there are currently no direct taxation in the Turks and Caicos, the rising cost of living in the islands is just not acceptable. TCIG is committed to broadening the economic base and reducing the barrier to business entry in order to grow government revenues rather than to increase taxation. In that regard, we are setting up a Blue Ribbon Commission on taxation whose remit would be to review the entire tax regime with a view of reducing the overall burden in favor of a simple, fair, and progressive system, one that is sustainable and able to minimize the impact of external financial shocks, as we've just seen. And so, I believe I'm within the 5 minutes. My premier will tell you that is very unusual for me. But so, in closing, given the island's dependence on direct foreign investment, the government new investment policy is designed to provide maximum incentive to those who wish to invest in the Turks and Caicos. In addition, and we have to make some money, in order to expedite the process of executing on the decisions to invest, TCIG will offer a red carpet concierge fee for service to those who wish to fast-track the investment process. And so, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any other questions, you can ask them to me, or we have people here from our investment agency. But I would like to personally welcome all of you to Turks and Caicos, of course, with your wallets. Thank you.